you're new here, hi, I'm Todd. This is Unwrecked. And on Unwrecked, we go to Johnny's U Pull-It every weekend. Well, it seems like we go there every weekend. Whether it's just for a couple small things or whatnot, I just like to go there. I like to spend my time there, okay? This is what I do for fun. Don't need a lot. Would have got a lot while I was here, but have a lot of new parts on the way. I'm just gonna try to find a black fender and an inner fender. That's all I'm here for. So we got the drone. We're gonna get some footage while we're there. I feel certain there's a black Cobalt there. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty certain that there is one there.
A color crayon. We were running through the fields, you had flowers in your hand. We were all chasing phantoms. Baby, you would hold them still and I'd grab on. Yeah, well, if you're scared of the dark, let the rundown street lights be your stars. And then picture swings in the park, and I'll swing with you. Sing it with me. Sing it with me. Living if you're already dead. It's not worth saying if it's already said. Even if it all goes over your head, believe it if you want to. So keep your eyes on the road and your head in the stars. Follow it down the rabbit hole just a little while longer. You can change anything if you want to. Sing it like ooh, if you want to. Sing it like ooh, if you want to. Next time, turn around. You're not grown into a woman in a single bound. I hope I never take you for granted. Spending time with you is all that I wanted. I'll go back to when you were small, burning all our favorite records on the CD.
So unfortunately, there's only two black Cobalts here. One of them is missing both fenders. The other one, the fender I need, was in really good condition, damaged at the bottom, so it's no good. So I've looked around a good bit, and it's just there are no more black Cobalts. So took the inner fender off of this rusty one right here. I also took the airbag out because the airbag in mine is like starting to separate. Shortly after I got that off there and threw it in my wheelbarrow, I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, I have one sitting in the garage. So we put it back. They have a lot more new inventory here, so let's just go around and look around. So after looking at a couple Cobalts, there's a couple more things I actually realized I needed. My horn's damaged. Right there's one. The washer tank is not existent. It's not even on my car, so I'm going to take this washer tank with the motor and everything, and maybe the hoses, because I don't know where they are. But yeah, I also need a temperature sensor. I just thought about, so I gotta figure out where that thing's at. Okay, I looked it up. The washer tank has to be relocated for the supercharged model to put an intake on it. Mine has an intake on it, so I don't even remember if it's on there, so I'm not gonna take one, but I do want to find a temperature sensor for in mine, and I see several different Cobalts. I'm gonna walk around and see if I can find one.
It's not worth saying if it's already said. Even if it all goes over your head, believe it if you want to. So keep your eyes on the road and your head in the stars. Follow it down the rabbit hole just a little while longer. You can change anything if you want to. Said it's not worth.
Haha, GM was sneaky. Right there is your sensor. Sneaky, sneaky. You know, if I get it out without breaking it.
your step. That's not a threat, no. My heart is a house of cards. They had those shaky hands, they let me fall apart. And I know it shows, yeah. You keep me on my toes, yeah. Just one more song, yeah, yeah. Play it till I'm gone. When I start sinking, all my demons start creeping in. When I start breaking, will you be waiting? Pick me up and put me back together again. See what I see, yeah, you could save me.
So before I leave, I'm going up to the import lot just to film. Haven't been up here in a long time to actually film on the ground. So I'm gonna get some. It was $11.66 for the inner fender and ambient air temp sensor. So all right, let's get some footage.
Got me out of my mind, tongue-tied, hypnotized, but it feels alright. Just scared 'cause I want you. You brought me back to life. Now I'm terrified, and I know it shows, yeah. You keep me on my toes, yeah. Just one more song, yeah, yeah. Play it till I'm gone. When I start sinking, all my demons start creeping in. When I start breaking, will you be waiting? Pick me up and put me back together again. See what I see, yeah, you could save me. You could save me.
Well, it looks like that's gonna be it. Not seeing anything else I need, so it's time to go. So I had one. I ordered a couple samples of my unwrapped beanies. I had one left. And a friend of mine said he wanted it, and he's never come to get it. So I brought it with me today, and I was thinking if they wanted to buy one, then you know. So, and I was getting ready to leave, and I looked over and I seen the beanie sitting there, and I was like, for all the time, you know, for them letting me film and fly the drone and not hassling me and stuff like that, I just said, hey man, here. I said, here's a beanie for you. So I gave the owner an unwrapped beanie. He was happy. He thought it was pretty cool. So hopefully he'll pass on the YouTube channel. I hear him talking about it even when I'm there, so I'm pretty sure that he does pass it on to people. Johnny's is good. It's a good place. I like going there. Just it's always a good time. I'm not gonna throw the inner fender in. I'm gonna bolt the white fender. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all the bad parts off. I need to get this side jacked up. It's not going anywhere right now. until I get that control arm on. So I'm going to jack it up, put a jack stand under this side, and take that wheel off so that it's not going to hit the fender. Then I'm going to remove this fender, remove the bumper, the headlight bucket. I do see the ambient air temperature sensor is still there, so I'm wondering if the wiring isn't damaged. It's going to that or something. And I can tell there's a little bit of stuff bent behind the headlight bucket, but we'll see. If it doesn't affect where the headlight bucket bolts in, which I don't think it does. So there's like 2 bolts down here and 2 bolts up there. It moved this bracket, twisted it in, which is all I got to do is loosen it up and move it back out, and we'll get everything in here. So I just unveiled the ugly truth about this car, that it has been in an accident before and was repaired before, not the correct way. But I don't have the tools to fix this the correct way, so look at this damage here. Everything, they sealed up, whoever did it. But yeah, I could tell when I was looking at the side skirt, there's putty work in this side skirt. I was like, wonder why there's putty in that. So went to take the bottom mounts off of the fender, and to my surprise, the fender was welded on at the bottom. It's not going to be welded on when I put it back on here. I don't know how, but with this previous accident, the door hinges managed to stay in the position they were supposed to. The pinch welds are really crappy down here. They're bent. We might have to put an axle on. This axle is spun. Look at that. So we're going to have to put an axle on. I'm going to figure out how to get it attached down here without using weld. And I'm going to try to straighten this out some too while I'm at it. But everything's sealed. They sealed it with a foam, and it's not like your typical spray foam. This is like a normal body foam. I don't know. I've never seen this stuff before. But it's all sealed up completely. The damage goes into the rocker right there, but that's all covered by the side skirt. So yeah, whatever this stuff is, it's the same stuff that's used like on this pocket here. So it's almost like factory stuff, whatever they're using. So I had no intention to use a spot welder this thing, but we're going to use it because it makes really nice welds. And I folded over a piece of 20 gauge, and I'm going to shape that so that it's flatter, and then I'm going to weld this, well, spot weld this in here so that the fender has a place to bolt to. I think we can make this work. So I'm going to work on getting that straight, and then I'll get some footage of me spot welding this. This is not at all what I had planned for right now. So I cleaned all that up, hit that, I kind of straightened it out the best I could down there. hit that with galvanized primer that you can weld through. Also hit the inside of this with galvanized primer. Now this fits right up on there, and it's just folded over 20 gauge. This is going to give us a solid piece that we can drill into and mount the fender. So there we go. I just went over that with a little bit of self-etching primer. Gonna give that a second to dry, put a second coat on. Then I'm gonna put the fender up. We're gonna drill holes in that bracket and add the original mounts, which are these. I should have a couple of these. And we're gonna add those on there, and then we'll be able to bolt our fender right to it like it should have been. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be fine. It is actually, it's pretty solid, and it's still warm. So the primer's sticking pretty fast. I like to shoot them with primer while they're still warm, because it bonds a lot quicker. Solid. I haven't mounted this part yet, so that's why that's a little floppy. There you go. That kind of gives you a visual. I will say, I have off Monday for Martin Luther King Day. I know Clark's Auto Salvage has a ton of Cobalts, and I knew they had a bunch of black ones. So I want to get a black fender, because I really don't want to have to paint that. Plus, with the bed liner on the bottom of that, it's okay, but I'd have to clean all of that stuff off, and then plus scuff the paint, and then I just would rather get a black one. So then all I have to paint is the bumper. Now I have more parts coming. I have a lip that's different than the stock one, but looking pretty nice, pretty snazzy. But anyways, kids, that's going to be the end of this episode. So if you like this video, smash that like button. Consider subscribing. Drop me a comment. Every little interaction on this video, on my videos, helps out the channel. So make sure you comment. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Unwrapped.
Guessing you want some bacon. Huh? You better eat that. Your brother's gonna get it. No. Let your sister eat. Hey! You're meanie. You two better now? Huh? He said, you want more. You're a mooch.